I have seen that there are a lot of people, a lot of reps come and they introduce their proprietary drugs to doctors in India. But practicing Ayurveda is slightly different. Like I'm typical case of what Dr. Heber has asked you. I have strong faith in the traditional formulation because I know they have worked. And I have no idea to find out the new medication or herbal supplements that are given to me, if they're authentic or not. So how do we have can someone prepare a database of these proprietary drugs that you recommend that you know that have worked? Because there's so many that hit. And secondly, FDA and US have to approve many of these medicines for us to be given to our patients. So my question is, can we have a list of proprietary drugs that Vaidyas in India know that it works? Because we have no way to find out.
First of all, like we discussed, proprietary medicine, whichever the company is manufacturing, they will be putting their full R&D strength, research and development strength into them, into making it very good because it is representing their brand. So that is itself is a good indication. And there is no, there are like thousands of proprietary medicines in the market, and one of the things that I have observed with the US and European and Western and Australian practitioners is that they think Indian practitioners as higher than themselves and anyone else. So it really is Ayurveda practice, as much as I have understood, is just it's kind of a trial and error. And we have to do our own trial and errors, and somewhere if the ingredients are good and if those ingredients are matching with whatever your previous knowledge of Dravaguna is, I don't find any problem if you go and give it a try. What would you say, Gurudas?
See, importantly, we need to learn the basics of Dravaguna of each and every drug first, whichever is known to us through the ages as well as the new drug. If you try to understand its Rasaguna Virupaka and what way it is being used and how it works, if you know the basic science of these things, then accordingly you can interpret and use these drugs in those conditions. Whenever I say this is good for fibroid, it doesn't mean that a person with Vata Pitta quality, Prakriti, with a fibroid will have a particular type of result by using this drug. But in a person one way is one purely Pitta, as well as even the age factor, many more things are there like Agni, Vaya, Bala, Kala, Rutu. There are many things. All these factors has to be. That's the beauty of Ayurveda practice, that each and every patient is a new patient, and we need to have a customized or a tailored prescription for each and every patient. We cannot have simply one uniform pattern and go on copying paste to those conditions in every patient. That may not be. We have certain drugs which is known as Vyadhi Pratyanika, which is able to quench or ward off or clear the disease. So that type of combinations are that drugs which are very good in all those particular type of Vyadhi. It is used in most of the condition and most of the Prakritis. But certain drugs are Lakshanika Chikitsa, we use it, particularly to quench or suppress the particular symptom. So all these things are there. We need to understand various components of practice. Our aim is Samprapti Vigatana, that is a breaking of the pathogenesis, etiopathogenesis, and we need to understand various drug activities, and whichever is best suited for my client has to be decided by the observing or prescribing physician, which cannot be simply relied upon saying that it is from very good physician in India, he uses it and I am also using it, but you may not get the results. That is a chance. You may not get the result also with using the same combination. The combination has to be selected. It only just gives idea that which are the drugs which are suitable for this, or which are the yogas which are having the potential to use in this condition. How it is to be used in my client, it is to be decided by the prescribing physician.
And Pradeepa ji has added that I have used some proprietary medicines and have found great results from them. Like Dr. mentioned, it's mostly trial and error, and the same medicine may work for one person versus others. Getting US license for Ayurveda products, yeah, I mean, FDA has it safe as long as it's safe, but there are many Ayurveda products which are proprietary and available in US. Most of the Banyan Botanicals products, Healthy Pitta, Healthy Vata, Vata Digest, Pitta Digest, they have. All of them are like proprietary medicines, and of course they have an influence on from the traditional medicines, but they have made it their own. So it's not that hard to come up with a your own combination and use it. And yeah, Aarti Gaurji has raised her hand. Please go ahead, Aarti.
Yeah, good evening, Dr. Hepper. Good evening, Dr. Guru Raja. And I own a FDA approved Ayush licensed unit in Goa, India. So when we were talking about the proprietary medicines and all, I think Deepti ji raised a question that how authentic they are or how effective they are. Considering the proprietary formulation part, what I feel is definitely, I trust the traditional medicines more than the proprietary ones, because anybody is able to go to FDA these days, read up from the internet, combine a couple of drugs together, combine a couple of herbs together, and get a formulation passed under proprietary. But you never know whether it works or not, or it is as effective. Like Chyawanprash is, I feel it's a super tonic. It works for everyone, for all ages, and there are Chyawanprash formulations available, right from Baidyanath, Jandu, Patanjali to Fab India to Banyan Botanicals and all these kind of companies. But if you look at suppose Chyawanprash, they are not using all of the herbs that go into making Chyawanprash. If there definitely can be a database, which guides us, like which formulations have worked over the years, tried and tested, then definitely. And if one can have a database where one can see the products which and a traditional Ayurvedic Chyawanprash, that will help a lot of us to go to one database to actually find out what should be preferred, what a person can trust more and pick up, for their better effect.
That's what I said in the beginning very clearly. Any proprietary medicine, whatever he is preparing, definitely has a lot of R&D, and the clinical trials will be there. The clinical trial data is a must to give a proprietary medicine FDA license, something like that. Even in India also, we need to go for the clinical trials. Without the clinical trials, no drug in new combination will be allowed to marketing. So that is a one issue. Second thing, classical preparations, you are insisting on that. Let me ask you one question. Whether these classical preparations are prepared by humans from the same pharmacy, how can we rely upon that? It is not prepared by Charaka. It is not prepared by Sushruta. It is also prepared by the humans of our time. There may be a lot of substitutions. There may be a lot of adulteration. There may be just deletions from the combinations. There may be, see, once we go for approval in FDA or some licensing authority, we give a reference of classical things and we will give details. Based on those things, they give a license. But they don't have any protocol or any process or a technique. To each and every batch, they will come and assess you, and afterward only they will allow you to market it. No such things are there. So while taking licensing, they may be given something just like that. How in a HR interview, all hi-fi things have been told in the day, but once you join and take a thing, then the situation may be something different inside. So that's the thing. You cannot simply give just a tag that this particular is good, that particular is good. No, we can analyze based on their growth and their result orientedness that this particular company, anything like XYZ, is capable of producing a genuine quality drugs, and they just as far as possible they stick on to the classical methods of preparations, and they don't go for much of substitution. As far as possible, they try to retain the formulas given by our earlier acharyas. That's the truth. So such type of combinations are there, then we can use it. but doesn't make a sense that somebody goes to FDA and take a thing. No, it's not there. If you go to FDA also, then you should be able to give that one. Once, moreover, when a drug is being given a license from the FDA role is over. When we prescribe such drugs, if we don't get the result in 1 or 2 patients in earlier times, and the third time we don't use it, we just discard it. And if everybody start discarding that, then what is the use of that? They are taken a permission or license from the FDA. Their main intention is gone. So no company will allow or they destroy their resources on producing their primary brands. So that's the reason they go for building a brand. When they build a brand, they don't compromise on the quality. But there is all chances and possibilities. I'm not saying that they'll do it, but there is all possibilities and chances that they may go for a substitution and alteration, and even some substandardness may arise. And other thing is, reason is that we don't have that HPTLC fingerprint photograph for every combination and every batch. If that is there, then we can go for the standardization. Still, that type of things are very far away from the point of view Ayurveda pharma industry. But in future we may have the scope of that. But doesn't make any sense that proprietary medicines are that lesser than the classical medicines.
And I get the point that there may be initial hesitancy of using that. I mean, this kind of like what to the Guru Raja sir's point. I mean, there are Ayurveda pharmacies in US which prepares a Narayana Taila with only 4 ingredients, where it contains like 30 plus ingredients. So I mean, we think that Narayana Taila is good, it's traditional, but they are not using the whole of it. Whole ingredients as such. And also we have the Ashtavarga example where traditionally Bhava Prakasha and Sharan, they have explained the substitution of it. So I mean, how to gain the trust? If that is the question, then start with the whatever the traditional pharmacies that you are using, which are manufacturing traditional Ayurvedic medicines only. So if you gain the trust, then slowly almost all pharmacies that are available in the US and even in India also, they will be having some proprietary medicines. So slowly start using 1 or 2 proprietary medicines. Go for older pharmacies, well-established, time-tested pharmacies, and I'm not asking you to not to try any newer ones at all. But because there is a trust established already, so that can be a starting point. So go for proprietary medicines manufactured by traditional manufacturers in whom you already have trust. So that can be a starting point, and over a period of time, you will start gaining confidence. It's just a matter of trial and success. So is there any database where we can find alternatives of herbs that are not available? In Ayurveda and Ayurveda info, we have, I think Bhava Prakasha has mentioned Abhava Dravyas.
Even in Vaishidhya Ratnavali also, we have one chapter dedicated for that, where there is Abhava Pratinidhi Dravya has been explained. Whatever the drug is there, Abhava, then in that place you can select whichever the best suited for that condition. Like that they are given. It is there, a list is there already.